Hey, Claude Pelanne here, Affiliate Starting Line. Welcome. It's going to be a video, part three in this series on the Webmaster tools, and this one has to do with correcting structured data. Now, what am I talking about? Well, when you come to your Webmaster tools and you come into your site, you can look and see how your website is being read by Google, and it will tell you, for example, here, that I have 41 items with some errors. Now, what does that mean? Well, under blog, if I go onto schema.org, I see that there are 29 errors, and they're telling me that these URLs are missing location and dates, and how many times they are. Now, that means that they're associating these URLs, in this case, probably with an event and a date. It may be wrong. So how do you fix that? Well, there's a way to do that. And it's come over here, and it's called Data HighlLighter. Now, what that does is it avoids, if you don't know how to code, and I'm not a coder, having to write all this schema code and putting it into your website. So you can come here and use this tool. Now, let's see how it works. So this is the site for the Data HighlLighter. Now, first I want to go down here, and I've been working on this already. So I'm going to take this article here, Facebook. This URL has to do with Facebook heightening guidelines. So I'm going to come over to my website, which I've already opened. You go into your back office, and I'm going to go in and look for that. That URL. See where it is. So let's search for it. All right, so here it is. It's found it. So I'm going to click View right off the bat here. Make sure that's it. Yeah. And I'm going to get this URL. All right. So I'm going to copy this URL. Now I'm going to come back to my Webmaster tools here, and I'm in the Data HighlLighter. I'm going to say Start Highlighting. So I'm going to highlight. Now it's going to give me this dialog box. First thing I'm going to do is put that URL in the dialog box. That's step number one. Step number two, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to redefine that post as an article. You can see here in this drop-down that under the schema organizational structure, Google wants to know if your content is an article, a book review, an event, local business, movie, product, restaurant, software, etc. So they've arbitrarily picked these categories. This is an article. I'm going to tag just this page. I'm just going to work on this page. You can actually work on a whole category of pages. And I'm going to click OK. So what it's going to do is it's going to go look for that page. And there it is. Now I'm going to highlight the title. Now you'll see this drop down here comes up. And the title for this article is going to be Facebook Tightens Ad Line. There it is, right there. So the author, I'm going to highlight my name, and I'm going to select here in the drop-down author. I am going to put in the date that I wrote this, and it's going to put it in. It's going to have a yellow caution here. It doesn't like, I guess, you know, this has already been published quite a while ago, so it's raising a cautionary flag. I don't know why. And this happens to have an image in it. I'm going to click image. So now, and I'm going to sit there and now confirm to Google that these are the characteristics for this website. I'm going to click publish. And so now it's added that into the corrections for my schema.org. You can see here I've done about 13. And that's how you reorganize these errors in using Data HighlLighter. So just to show you again how you do that, if you see an error, and we just corrected one, Facebook highlights. So let's say here's another one here. So what is affiliate marketing? So I know that I want to look for that article. So I'll just quickly repeat it. I want to get the URL. I'll do a search. I'm in my back office here. So there it is. There's the article. So I'm going to click View. I'm going to get this URL so I can come back and revisit it through. I'm going to start the highlighting. I'm going to put that URL in the dialog box. I know it's an article. I just want to tag that one. I'm just doing it individually. I'm going to click OK. It's going to go find it. It's pulled it up. So then I'm going to highlight the title. I'm going to drop down. I'm going to say that is the title. I want my schema to know that I am the author. So I'm going to pick author. Here it was published quite a while ago. Date published. There it is. There is no image in here, so I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'm going to publish it. And what it's doing, I hope, is redefining these pieces of information as articles as opposed to events, which I think is what it was. They were misinterpreted. And then over time, as it gets recrawled, this data will then go in correctly, and I should see the next time this stuff gets crawled, these errors here drop as these things get recharacterized properly. And that's it. So that is how you use the structured data, how you come down here to the data highlighter and use the data highlighter to correct some errors that you get in structured data. That's it. I hope this video has been helpful. This is Claude Pelanne, Affiliate Starting Line. Stay with it. Stay well. Talk soon.